Hello student, today we will start equations of motion by calculus method. Consider an object moving in a straight line with uniform acceleration a. Let u be the velocity of the object at time t equal to 0 and v be the velocity of the object at time t. First equation of motion or velocity time relation. Let at an instant of time t dv be the change in velocity in time interval dt. Then acceleration is a equal to dv upon dt or dv is equal to dt. It is equation first. Integrating it within the condition of motion, that is when time changes from 0 to t, then velocity changes from u to v. We get u to v dv is equal to a 0 to t dt or integration of dv v limit from u to v a integration of dt t limit 0 to t or put the value of upper limit in place of v minus lower limit u is equal to a t minus 0 or v minus u is equal to at or v equal to u plus at. It is the first equation of motion. Equation number second. Second equation of motion or distance time relation. Let at an instant t dx be the displacement of the object in time interval dt, then its instantaneous velocity v is given by v equal to dx upon dt or dx is equal to v dt. From equation 2, dx is equal to u plus at into dt. It is equation third. Let x naught displacement of the object at t equal to 0 and x be the displacement of the object at time t. Integrating the equation third within the condition of motion, that is when time changes from 0 to t, displacement changes from x naught to x, we get x naught to x dx is equal to 0 to t u plus at into dt, or we can write x naught to x dx is equal to u 0 to t dt plus a 0 to t dt. After integration we will get x limit x naught to x is equal to u t 0 to t plus a t square upon 2 0 to t, or x minus x naught is equal to u t minus 0 plus a t square upon 2 minus 0, or x minus x naught is equal to ut plus half at square. It is equation 4. If x minus x naught equal to s, then from equation 4 s equal to ut plus half at square. That is second equation of motion. Equation number 5. Here s is distance covered by object in time t. Next, third equation of motion or velocity displacement relation. By the definition of acceleration and velocity, a equal to dv upon dt divide dx and multiply dx means dv upon dx dx upon dt, since v equal to dx upon dt, or a equal to dv upon dx into v, or a dx is equal to v dv. It is equation 6. Let u v be the velocity of the object at position given by the displacement x naught to x. Integrating the equation 6 within the condition of motion, we have a x naught to x dx is equal to u to v dv after integration, or a x naught to x is equal to v square upon 2 u to v, or a x minus x naught is equal to v square upon 2 minus u square upon 2, or 2a x minus x naught is equal to v square minus u square, or we can write v square minus u square is equal to 2a x minus x naught. Putting x minus x naught is equal to s, so v square minus u square is equal to 2as. It is third equation of motion. Equation number 7. Next, motion of an object under free fall. If an object is released from a height near the surface of earth, it is accelerated downwards under the influence of force of gravity, with acceleration equal to acceleration due to gravity is denoted by small g. In the absence of air resistance, all bodies fall with the same acceleration, means constant, if the height through which the body falls is very small compared to the radius of the earth. This motion of the body falling towards the earth from a small height is called free fall. Near the surface of the earth, g equal to 9.8 meter per second square, approximate equal to 10 meter per second square. It means free fall is a case of motion with uniform acceleration. In this case, in case of free fall, if downward direction is taken positive, that is, when a body falls freely under the action of gravity, its velocity increases and the value of g is taken positive. Then equation of motion becomes v equal to u plus gt, h equal to ut plus half gt square, v square equal to u square plus 2gh. Next case, in case of free fall, if downward direction is taken negative, that is, when a body is thrown vertically upward, its velocity decreases and the value of g is taken negative. Then the equation of motion becomes v equal to u minus gt, h equal to ut minus half gt square, v square equal to u square minus 2gh. Example first, a stone dropped from the top of the tower touches the ground in 4 seconds. The height of the tower is about a 40 meter, b 80 meter, c 20 meter, d 160 meter. Solution: here u equal to 0 as the body starts from rest, and a equal to plus g as the acceleration is in the direction of motion. From second equation of motion, h equal to ut plus half gt square, or h equal to 0 into t plus half into 10 into 4 square. After calculation, we will get h equal to 80 meter. So answer is B. Next, relative motion. Rest and motion are only relative terms and not absolute. A given object may be at rest with respect to a particular observer, but it may be in motion with respect to another observer. Therefore, velocity, which is the rate at which motion takes place, is also relative and not absolute. Thus, whenever we have to describe the velocity of a body, we have to mention the observer with respect to whom the velocity is being measured. The velocity of an object depends on the reference frame of whoever is observing or measuring the velocity. A reference frame is the physical object to which we attach our coordinate system. In everyday life, that object is the ground or earth. For example, if we say that water is flowing or a person is running with speed v, then this means that all of these motions are with respect to ground or earth. When two objects A and B are moving with different velocity, then the velocity of one object A with respect to another object B is called relative velocity of object A with respect to B, that is VAB, is the rate at which body A changes its position with respect to body B. To find the relative velocity with respect to another object, let we consider two objects A and B are moving in a straight line with uniform velocities VA and VB. Let the initial position at t equal to 0 are xa 0 and xb 0, and after time t these positions are xat and xbt. Body A at t equal to 0 at time t, at this position velocity is va, and body B at t equal to 0 at time t, velocity VB, and position of A at t equal to 0 xa 0 and B xb at 0 and at time t position of A x a t and position of B at time t x b t. For object A x a t equal to x a 0 plus VAT. It is equation first. Displacement of object A in time t. SA is equal to XAT minus XA 0 is equal to VAT. It is equation second. For object B, XBT is equal to XB 0 plus VBT. It is equation third. Displacement of object B in time t. SB is equal to XBT minus XB 0 is equal to VB into T. It is equation 4. Subtract equation 2 from equation 4. We will get SB minus SA is equal to VB into T minus VA into T, or SB minus SA is equal to VB minus VA into T. That is equation 5. From equation 8 shows that displacement of object B with respect to A, it is called the relative displacement, and quantity VB minus VA is called relative velocity of object B to A. From equation 5, VB minus VA is equal to SB minus SA upon T. Thus, the rate of change in displacement of an object with respect to another is called the relative velocity of object B with respect to A. It means VB A is equal to VB minus VA. It is equation 6. Similarly, it can be shown that relative velocity of object B with respect to object B means VAB is equal to VA minus VB. It is equation 7. From equation 6 and 7, VBA is equal to minus VAB. Thus, relative velocity of A with respect to B is equal to minus relative velocity of B with respect to A. If VB is greater than VA, then relative velocity VBA is equal to VB minus VA will be positive. If VB is less than VA, then relative velocity VBA is equal to Vb minus Va will be negative. If Vb is equal to Va, then relative velocity Vba will be 0. Next, position time graph in relative motion. A. If Va is equal to Vb, then Vba is equal to Vab is equal to 0 and the objects are at constant distance or the distance between them are equal. So the another object remains at rest with respect to first object. Thus the slope of their position time graph will be equal or the graph will be parallel to each other. It is time axis, it is position axis. Both are parallel to each other. Position of A at t equal to 0, position of B at t equal to 0. Next, if Vb minus Va is not 0 or Vb is not equal to Va, then the slope of their position time graph will be different or the slope of graph will be more than other. First, if Vb is greater than Va, then Vba is equal to Vb minus Va is positive, then in their position time graph the distance between the both objects will be increased with time, as shown in the diagram. Here it is time axis, it is position axis, position of B at t equal to 0, position of A at t equal to 0. In second case, if Va is greater than Vb, then Vba is equal to Vb minus Va is negative. Then both will meet at common point to each other. Here it is time axis, position axis, position of A at t equal to 0, position of B at t equal to 0, both are meet at this point C. Next example. Example 2. A car A moving at 10 meter per second on a straight road is ahead of car B moving in the same direction at 6 meter per second. Find the velocity of car A relative to B and the velocity of car B relative to A. Solution. Here Va is equal to 10 meter per second, Vb is equal to 6 meter per second. So velocity of A relative to B, Vab is equal to Va minus Vb is equal to 10 minus 6 equal to 4 meter per second. That is, positive velocity indicates that the driver of car B sees car A moving ahead from him at the rate of 4 meter per second. Similarly, velocity of B relative to A VBA is equal to VB minus VA is equal to 6 minus 10 is equal to minus 4 meter per second. That is, negative velocity indicates that the driver of car A, when looks back, sees the car B lagging behind at the rate of 4 meter per second.